Hey, oh, let me get on the cam here. Hey, everybody, welcome to tonight's Let's Talk Autism. If you are new here, what this is all about is parents getting together and talking autism. And sometimes we break the monotony a little bit and talk about other things. Um, but if you have a question, just feel free to throw it in the chat. If you are in the chat and you can help with a question, feel free to go ahead and answer it because that's what it's all about. Everybody helping each other. Give me 1 second here. Um, Hey, Teresa, Victoria. Here's Pammy, Mr. Charles. Here's Danielle. Hey, hey, hey. So, did you get my email the last time, Mr. Charles?
Yeah.
Okay.
And on Wednesday at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be real quick. We're just going to meet everybody and you can go over a little bit about what you'll be talking about. So for those of you who don't know, hey, Mark, how are you?
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Stacey.
Hi, Stacy.
For those of you who don't know, on April 16th, we will be doing our annual, now I can call it annual, Autism Awareness Month event online. It'll be held through StreamYard. And this year's topic is mental health and parenting. So, and Mr. Charles will be talking about mental health as it relates to him and men, because he will be the only man speaker that we have. But that's awesome because we needed some testosterone in there.
Yeah.
I
think maybe talk about.
I'm sorry.
I talk about experience with mental health professionals.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. Okay, I got TikTok going on too, y'all, so I may mute every now and then.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, Linda.
Hey, Charles.
Good, thanks. Hope you are well too. Good, doing good. So what's going on with you guys?
Well,
this is what I wanted. One more thing before we get started. Another announcement. For those on TikTok, and if you're on TikTok over here too, there will be an event April the 2nd, given by, I hope I'm saying your name right, Irissa, and she's under Irissa_Darius. She will be putting on an event, and the theme is on our own way. I don't know why I'm thinking on our own way. So if you guys are on TikTok over here, make sure you join her. That'll be April 2nd for that event. And you guys too, make sure. Okay, now what were you saying, Mr. Charles?
I was saying this past Wednesday, Cindy and I celebrated our 10th anniversary.
Awesome.
Congratulations, Charles.
Congratulations on a beautiful 10 years. I hope you guys have 10 more.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you guys do to celebrate?
we went out to lunch actually at a restaurant near us. A restaurant we've been to before, and they, we had a really nice lunch there.
Oh, nice.
And came home and relaxed.
Nice. Glad you guys enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Well, awesome. Awesome. So what's been going on, you guys? Anything exciting? No.
Yeah.
Somebody said no? Or
No.
you're asking? Oh,
No.
someone said no. No, not much here though, really. No. We played tennis today with Emily.
Oh, okay.
I did find one thing out.
Good. She's getting good at the tennis.
Yeah, she's getting better. Yeah. I mean, she might be better than me, but I'm getting better now.
Okay.
So I found out from our regional center, I forgot what they call it there in Michigan. What do they call your,
What
it's like
support?
it's a support,
Yeah.
thing. I forgot what it's called in Michigan. Alliance?
You know me. Oh, you're speaking of Autism Alliance of Michigan.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Okay.
we have regional centers in California. So mine is North Bay Regional Center. I found out, so she was going to go to camp and they were going to fund that, and because they have a certain amount of funds per client to spend each year, and so you can do it on different things, like camp. If they wanted to go to museums or they wanted to go on day trips, there's these groups that go on that. Anyways, so of course it got canceled because COVID and all that.
Right.
So I thought of something that, because we like to keep her active, she likes to be active. They said that they will pay for her tennis lessons.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, we lost Linda.
Lost her again. Yeah.
Well, happy birthday to your son, Mark. Happy birthday. There you go. Okay, she's
There's
back.
Linda again. Well, that's really good. It's good that she has an activity that she can enjoy, an activity that involves her with others too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Linda, you're on mute.
Yeah, while we'll be there, she'll be listening to the instructor and everything. So that's good. So yeah, I'm glad for her. So if anybody has regional centers or anything like that, it's good to look into them to see what kind of things they will. They said if I can write it up to be beneficial for her autism, whether it's a goal or anything that we're working on, because of autism, then if I can write it up, they'll send it out and get it paid for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, because DeAndre, where he goes, Cygenics,
Mm-hmm.
so I have what they call a support coordinator for him through them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's like the same thing, probably.
Yeah. And she handles anything, as far as his needs go, or my requests or things like that.
Yeah, it's just like that. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited. I didn't tell her yet, but yeah. Oh, the other thing they're doing too is because she has Medicaid for her dental and her medical, because it comes with her SSI. It's time for her to get her wisdom teeth pulled. Her her dentist doesn't pull wisdom teeth. They're a general dentist, but in the OR. So they won't pull the teeth, but they've told me that one of them is really impacted. Has she been complaining of a headache? And, I said, no, not yet. They said she will shortly. And then, but Medicaid won't pay for it Medicaid won't pay for it through that dentist. And then I went to go look for a dentist that will do it under Medicaid. Couldn't find one that will do it in the OR. So I called North Bay Regional, and then they're sending out the referral as an emergency, and then they will pay for the process to get them for the procedure.
That is really good.
Yeah, it is really good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they always asked us too, did we need anything? We never really did, but that's good to, a good resource when you have some issues or something that's not being met medically with the insurance, to call the regional centers or the equivalents.
Teresa said 2 IEP meetings, and you just had one, didn't you? Why are you having two
Maybe
IEP?
that's the second one, and the first one was the. Yeah, maybe
This
she
one
just.
too? Okay.
Oh yeah, what is
Maybe
this
the
one?
one she just had was early in the month,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's what
at
I was
the
wondering.
start of the month, and now she's had a
having
second
another
one.
one.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Why are you having have to have the two IEP, Teresa? Stacy says just threw my youngest son a seventh birthday party with a few of his friends. Awesome. Well, happy birthday. Another birthday.
What is he? Second grade? Eight? No, second. He's 7, right? So he's
7. So
first
Mhm.
or second, huh?
because turning 7 this time of year, he's probably in first grade.
In what grade?
Probably in first grade if he's
Oh
turning
yeah,
7
yeah,
this time
yeah.
of
I
the
thought
year.
you said fourth grade. Yeah, yeah, probably.
Mark says, "Are we talking mental health? My son is struggling." Oh no, not. I mean, we can talk about anything tonight. When I mention mental health, that it is for our event for as it pertains to caregivers and parents and things like that. But you can speak on it this evening. It's open discussion. Stacy says, my husband and I were talking and we're thinking about Odyssey Fun World for the kiddos, possibly next weekend. Okay, that's an amusement park? Yeah, I haven't heard of Odyssey World. Where's that located? Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, for the first grade, Stacy, or yeah for the amusement park or both. Oh, okay.
I don't think yes is a place.
Oh, the place. Yeah.
Yeah, she said I believe so.
Oh, I seen. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I seen. You know how Pennsylvania has that Sesame Street Park, and it's for autism friendly. It was the first one in the world.
Yeah.
So people on the West Coast, or if the West Coast is closer to you, they're opening one in San Diego now. So it's going to be the
Oh,
second one.
okay.
Yeah, I just seen that.
Oh,
So
that'll be
anybody,
awesome. That'll be
yeah,
awesome. Good evening.
Yeah.
Oh, Stacy says yeah for the first grade. Okay.
Yeah.
oh, okay, okay. Oh yeah, you're right, Mr. Charles.
Danielle says I have my daughter's IEP. She is transitioning to high school. Attended my nephew's IEP. Now my son's is coming up. Oh, you are busy, busy.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness,
That's
you are
no.
much
girl.
closer to the sophomores. You are busy, girl.
Yeah,
Hmm. Well, the other good thing is you're there for your nephew too. Yep, that's all.
yeah.
And I'm gonna have to get me some more Girl Scout cookies. I just thought about it now that you're here. You still have some, Danielle? Because now that I thought about it,
Yeah.
Teresa says, yes, I had my main IEP meeting last month, and my second one was about removing my son's one-on-one nurse from the bus and in the classroom. And the third one was to remove hearing device from his classroom. Okay.
Okay.
That's a lot of meetings, but yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Well, awesome. It
Getting
sounds
a
like
lot done.
yeah, it sounds like he's really doing much better in class.
Mhm. Definitely.
Vanessa says my daughter is 5. Hi, Vanessa. First of all, how are you?
Vanessa.
My daughter
Hi,
is
Vanessa.
5, and me and her father decided school to put her school, but they denied put her in school, but they denied it. So we did a waiver, and they still denied because what's different. Where are you located, Vanessa?
And
It sounded like they're saying because the school they wanted to put her in was out of her jurisdiction.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like she's saying.
oh yeah,
they denied it.
yeah, because sometimes the waiver will cover situations that they normally won't fund, but a waiver will normally waive the issue, and they'll still be responsible for the funding. Like so, Department of Education will be responsible. So yeah, so I don't know why.
Okay, good. I'll be ordering some more. I need some more Thin Mints.
How many did you get? How many did
I
you
ordered
get
6
in the
boxes.
first time?
I ordered 6 boxes. No, DeAndre didn't get not one.
All right, Florida. Yeah.
I
There's
hid
all kinds
all
of
under
amusing
my
parks
bed.
here, yeah.
I can see you now, sneaking to go get them with a smile on your face. DeAndre, not even knowing.
And late night cookie snack with a glass of milk. Ooh, and when you put them in the freezer, oh my God.
Well, Cindy just made a big batch of cookies yesterday, and there ain't no Girl Scout cookie that can match Cindy's cookies.
All right. What kind of cookies did she make?
She made chocolate chip.
Okay. I don't care too much for chocolate chip, but I'll eat them every now and then. She's in North. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If Cindy made them, I'll eat them.
Okay. She's in North Florida.
Okay.
North Florida. Kenyana, I can't remember if she was in Georgia or if she was in Florida near Georgia.
I think she's in Georgia.
Yeah, and she had lots of issues, and I don't know, but I have heard of issues in Florida, but Brandon is set up pretty good in Florida. So I don't know if it's, certain areas.
Yeah, Kenyana had a lot of issues with the school. Wasn't her son in a private autism school or special needs school?
What they did first was they wouldn't put him into special needs until he failed the first year of kindergarten. So they put him in gen ed kindergarten. They wanted him to fail, but they complained all year long. Then when he failed, then they kind of said, okay, we'll put him in special education. And then I don't know where he is now, but I also know she had an issue with ABA, getting services for him there. And I remember other people saying that about Florida.
That's good.
I mean, Florida, yeah. I don't know how many people said about Georgia, though.
Good to hear, Teresa.
Oh, Teresa says, yes, he has improved so much in his speech class and in his classroom. He is talking a whole lot better in speech. Awesome. And in class with his teacher and his classmates. Yes, nice.
Good. That's awesome. That's nice to hear.
The tagalongs are my favorite cookie. Ugh. No peanut butter. No peanut butter. Mm-mm. No, I know a lot of people like those tagalongs, but
the tagalongs are the peanut butter ones?
I guess I'm assuming so, but I don't go near them. Not me.
You don't like peanut butter desserts?
I don't like peanut butter. Period.
At all? Like even on sandwiches? Really? What?
Now the funny thing is, I will eat peanuts, but peanut butter.
Oh.
Peanut butter is kind of my go-to thing for lunch if there's nothing else to have for lunch available. I'll take peanut butter. But right now, I made a tofu stir fry last night that I didn't have time to cook more rice to go with it today, so I did something else for lunch. But I'm going to have it tomorrow and Tuesday for lunch. Enough leftovers, a little too hot for Cindy's taste, so I'm going to make some rice tomorrow and have it for the next 2 days.
Okay. My nephew's IEP was the most terrible. I'm so happy I was there. I cannot wait to relocate him to another district. Okay.
Yeah.
A stressful one. Yeah, see, there it goes. Tagalongs or chocolate with peanut butter.
Oh yeah, anything chocolate. I love. I love chocolate.
Hey, Michelle, how are you?
Yeah.
A big cup is
Hey,
so
Michelle.
amazing. A big cup of what? Peanut butter?
You was like, wait, not if you're talking about peanut butter.
That's something. My late second wife, Heloise, and I used to have fun with that too in restaurants. One time we were ordering dessert and I found they had vanilla and chocolate ice cream. So she ordered vanilla ice cream. I ordered chocolate. And I said, because I like chocolate. And she goes, and I like vanilla. And we had that waitress in stitches.
Oh,
It's like
chocolate
me and
and
Steve.
stuff. Hey, Dana. Dinah's in the room.
Yeah, Reese's.
Michelle, oh, Reese. Ugh. No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
thank you. I
Reese's,
definitely don't like Reese's. Ugh.
Really? I was just about to get. I have some in the cabinet that I'm trying to ignore, but you guys are talking about chocolate and peanut butter. Oh my goodness! And now she said that. Oh man.
Now you going for the gusto.
I need some willpower. I need some willpower.
Says, there are a couple things that my youngest son did and is doing that I want to nip in the butt, but don't know how to go about it. What is that, Stacy?
A lot depends on what they are.
Yeah. I also don't like peanut butter at all. All right. See, there's another. Michelle loves them. And Victoria does too. Okay, you guys.
Does what?
Peanut
Oh,
butter.
yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Reese's.
See, it was almost out of my mind. And then now here it is again. Back.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, yes, she's talking to the clock. TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, one of the things too this past week, had a nice long, I gotta find how to get her up here. Okay, there we go. Nice long conversation with this lady here. She called me and we talked a long time. It's my stepdaughter.
Oh, is it? Oh, nice.
Yeah, my stepdaughter came from my second marriage.
Oh, okay.
So she and I keep in touch. She's in North Carolina.
Okay, that's not too. Oh no, that is. What is that like? How far away is that? That's not too far, huh?
When we lived in North Carolina, because we lived in Charlotte and she lived in Greensboro, just a couple hours away. But now,
Oh, okay.
Now we're up in Connecticut, so
What is it, like 5 hours though, or something like that?
It's a good 10-hour drive from us.
Oh, 10 hour. Oh, okay.
Vanessa says, thank you for always answering my questions. You're welcome. Willpower, Linda.
Who said this? Let me see.
Michelle.
Who is
I want to know who brought it up in the first. No,
Danielle.
Reese's in the first place.
Oh, Michelle.
Yeah, I see what she put on there, but
peanut butter, but Michelle mentioned the Reese's.
Somebody said Reese's. There it is, right there. And then she's trying to tell me to have some willpower now.
I'm more of a thin. Oh, yes. There you go, Dinah. Yes, Thin Mints. Yeah, and I like pecan clusters too. I love those, and turtles. Oh my God. I can eat the heck out of some turtles. Yes.
A work colleague of mine some years ago who was getting ready to marry a lady from Idaho. Um, went to visit his girlfriend, brought back chocolate candy. It's in the shape of a potato. It's called Idaho Spuds, and they're shaped like
Oh.
potatoes.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they're chocolate candy.
Uh,
I like caramel. Yep, those are good. And lemonade cookies. Oh, lemonade cookies. I never tried those.
Now,
Michelle
just
says, I just,
talking about cookies just made me think of the movie, the Alfred Hitchcock movie, The Little Girl Who Lives Down the Lane.
oh,
This this girl's parents had divorced when she was a baby, and her father got custody of her. But then he was dying from cancer as she was, approaching her teen years. So he set her up with this nice, house by the sea and everything she needed. But he also gave her instructions in case her mother decided to come in, try to horn in on her nest egg. He gave her instructions. Gave her this little bottle of powder and said, if your mother comes, then just fix her some cookies and tea and put a little bit of this powder in the tea. And if she said taste almonds, just tell her it must be the almond cookies. And of course, her mother keeled over.
Aw. Well, shouldn't have came for the money.
Yeah.
Reese's cup chocolate. I eat. Ugh. I keep a large one
Mm.
in the back. Oh my goodness. For emergencies such as snow day and meltdown. For emergency stash. Do you guys think Texas is good for autism education? I have no idea about Texas. Linda, you have any information
I don't
on
know
Texas?
anything, or yeah, I don't know much about education. I do know that RJ's mom is in Texas,
Oh
and
yeah.
she's always had really great services. He's an adult now, though, but she's always had really great services and still has them.
You know what part of Texas she's in?
Yeah. What part of Texas are you
I
in, Vanessa? Are you thinking about moving to
and
Texas for the education?
or
Stacy says first thing he does is when him and his brother are in the backyard playing, very few times he will go from the backyard and go to the front yard by himself with a bit of an attitude. And one time he worried his grandma doing that. Oh, he goes from back to front by himself. Now, is it a fenced yard?
Yeah,
That
is
was
there
the first
a
question.
possibility of locking the fence?
Right. Oh, she says only chocolate.
Okay.
We are thinking of relocating to North Carolina. Oh, okay. You're in Kansas, right? So the education for the education, Michelle, Victoria, spring break is over and it's back to work for me tomorrow. Oh wow, yeah. Our kids had oh no, they had winter break. Spring break is not starting tomorrow, but next week. The next week we'll go into a week off. Stacy says one time he did that by himself and it was a little dark. How do I go about preventing that?
Well, it
Did you
depends.
play it? Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Miss Charles.
Well, it depends on, is the yard fenced in? Is there a gate that you can lock? Or is there, I mean, if there's no way of physically, keeping him in that yard, then, there might not be much you can do other than, keep a lookout for him.
Yeah, and if it gets dark like that, if you're worried about that, give him a set time to come indoors. Yep. And then he'll have to stay indoors because of the dark. I'd be worried sick. I have not had chocolate since yesterday. Only because I do not have any. Michelle says the spud is all right.
Yeah.
Hey, Heidi. Hey, lovely. Sorry, I'm thinking.
Righty.
No problem. We're just shooting it on. Nita, we said, oh, really? Oh, in the fall. Okay. Yep. Make sure you send me that link too. I will definitely buy some. Definitely. That is a weird movie, Foster. It's on Prime. Oh, okay.
Oh, you're talking about the little girl who lives down the lane.
Right. Yeah. Hey, Kizzy, how are you?
Okay.
Victoria says if he is going through a gate to go from one yard to the other, then I would, yeah, definitely lock the gates. But if you have an open yard, then you definitely have to keep an eye on them. And if it's nighttime, I would definitely give them a time to come in the house.
A lot depends on on how much of a sense of danger you can help him to have. You
Mm-hmm.
might not have a natural sense of a lot of these dangers, but you might be able to help him to understand some of these dangers. I remember when I was 7 years old, my standard safety advice that I would give was better not run across the street or you'll get ran over. And my mom used to be an English teacher,
Uh-oh.
and I would insist that it was ran over, not run over.
Okay, Vanessa says yes to relocating for the education. Stacy says second thing is, and I know that he is just trying to be funny, but he's talking about poop and butt, and it's just how he said saying it, and to others then laughs. Is is it a little phase or cut off here?
That kind of reminds me of I coined a word. Okay, the
Mhm.
word I when I learned to write, I spelled the word Bough, but it had nothing to do with the branch of a tree. Instead, I pronounced it boof, and it meant to evacuate or the product thereby evacuated. Let's put it that way. And anyway, my mom finally had to lay down a rule that I had to stop using that word,
Okay.
and it would be viewed the same as a cuss word, and so I stopped using it. But as I was using it all the time.
Um, I would Stacy, is he getting any kind of therapy? That could also help with the yard situation. And if he's talking or saying things that you don't like, maybe a redirection to something else.
And how old is he?
Uh, did she say? I don't think she mentioned. Or did she say he was 7? Was that the 7-year-old? Yeah, he's 7.
And then, okay, and is he high functioning or, lack of a better word, is he severe? Does he have severe autism? Is he less? Is he higher functioning? Or
One
is he
thing
verbal?
suggests
I mean,
higher
he's
functioning
apparently
is
verbal, but is he conversational verbal?
verbal. Yeah, well, it
Hmm.
sounds.
Because then too, of course, and of course kids go through the anal stage where they say things like that. And the years might not match up with him because of the autism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it does remind me a lot about me using that word "boof" that I made up.
Your own special word.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, Mr. Charles is an adult on the spectrum, and he found out later on in life. Um, but he knew some things was different about him. And his daughter, I think I got it right. His
Yeah,
daughter was the one that suggested he go get tested. And how old were you when you went, Mr.
I was
Charles?
49. Yeah, my
40.
daughter actually didn't directly suggest that I get tested. Rather, she kept started urging me to watch the movie Rain Man. And then
Okay.
one day I turned on the TV and the movie was just starting, and I said, "Okay, let me watch the movie." And because
And
Dorothy's
then
been
it clicked.
urging me to watch it, and I didn't get very far in the movie before I realized why she had been urging me to watch the movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she says
That
it's
led me in turn to diagnosis.
okay. She says it's a fence, but not by the driveway. Okay.
Yeah, so there's a way to get around the fence there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not completely fenced in.
Mm-hmm. No for the beach. No for the beach. What happened at the beach? Jesse says I get service from a county board for autism in Ohio. Okay. County board. Okay. Well, that would be like regional centers, right? But
Yeah,
same thing.
probably.
Yeah, county, regional, yeah.
Hmm.
Dinah says I have both boys IEP nettings on Monday. It was 41, it was 41, 2 hours long, and had to make sure that all parts of the
Four and a
support,
half.
oh, 4.5. Okay. I'm saying 41.
4.5 hours long. Yeah,
To make sure that all parts of the support are not removed just because Adam is doing better. He better because of the support. He's better because of the support. Really crazy to think that better means that they will be long term without the help. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. As long as it's available, I want to make sure he can get it because the schools will try. If they on their notes, if they are saying, "Oh, the child's doing better, he may not need this." No, 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 no,
Hmm.
no, 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 no. We're gonna keep it going. Spring break next week. Yeah, okay, so it's next week.
right.
Uh, meetings. Okay, I'm just reading and like, okay. Hey, Lizzie.
Yeah, hi, Kate.
I was at the urgent care.
Hi, Kate.
Oh, hope you are okay. Hope everything's going well with you. He is going to be 7 March 22nd. Okay, birthday coming
Right.
up. Awesome.
It's Tuesday.
Yes, I have words, phrases, and actions that I do not allow simply because they take it too far. I have to remind and redirect
Hmm.
them constantly, but I'm hoping it sticks someday. Yes. Yeah, I would say definitely.
Yeah.
'Cause I think I mentioned this the last time I was
Hmm.
on. DeAndre had some choice words, and but
Mm.
he got his words off the video game, so we had to nip that in the bud real quick, real quick. So did I 13. Okay, I'm lost there. So did I 13, 14.
Oh.
Stacy says he was first diagnosed mild, but might be moderate. Okay.
This sounds like level one, probably.
Okay.
Level one, maybe. Of course, these levels are kind of, you have to take them with a grain of salt to
Hmm.
a certain degree.
Mhm.
And, because where you draw the line between level one and level two, or between level two and level three, it's especially in kids. I mean, adults, you can tell, for example, I'm clearly level 1 because I've been able to live independently throughout my adult life. You know, but with children, you're trying to predict that, and parents, in some cases, can have a considerable influence on how that turns out. Because look at Temple Grandin's mother and how she worked with her, and she did not allow this doctor to convince her that her daughter was hopelessly brain damaged. Look at what she's accomplished.
Oh yeah, she's accomplished a lot. And yeah, they changed it. We were talking about that early on too. They changed how the testing, the autism umbrella was, because they used to give the kids like DeAndre, his first diagnosis was PDD NOS. Now, what does that stand for again?
NOS. Yeah, NOS.
Yeah, NOS.
Not otherwise specified.
Otherwise, yeah, specified.
Yeah.
Then years later, when he got his other diagnosis, then because they didn't know where to put him on the spectrum the first time, so that's what they usually give the kids. But then later on, he was diagnosed with the level 2 and the level 3, so he has both level 2 and 3 now.
Yeah, the PDD stood for pervasive development disorder, which was the old, scientific name for autism way back when.
Yeah. And they took away the Asperger's. They don't use that term.
Asperger's. Yep.
Yeah. Took that away.
Yeah, that's what I was diagnosed with originally, but yeah, that now now level 1 autism covers that. Some want to do away with the levels, but here's the problem with that. They want to, you instead describe what the person can or can't do, but there's a need for expressions that describe where the person is and on the spectrum without having to go into a dissertation.
Right.
And those terms might not be, might not tell the whole story, but you got to have something.
Let me mute myself here.
It's not realistic to do away with the levels. If you do away with the level designations, people are going to come up with something with some new terminology is going to say the same thing.
Exactly, because it's a spectrum.
Yeah, and really,
so there's something that needs to differentiate. Yeah,
is even a little bit of an oversimplification, because the light spectrum, you think about it, goes in a steady stream of colors from red all the way over to the violet end of the spectrum. But in reality, though, it's a lot more complicated, more like a checkerboard almost.
Yeah, it's I think it's like because I think that if you have like a spectrum, you have a gradient, and you were to do the colors, not like you said, like a checkerboard, not everybody's going to be in that realm of the gradient. You know what I'm talking about, like in the colors, but it does get more involved.
And
I think it's almost, for lack of a better word,
take just to illustrate this, look at Temple Grandin and look at me. For her, art is her forte, and her ability to design these processing facilities for slaughtering houses. Her ability to do that, her visual ability and art and so on. Math was her worst subject in school. Me, on the other hand, I'm the math guy. Art is one of my subjects.
Yeah, and I think the one thing you do have in common for sure is your drive to further that interest that you have and the ability that you have.
Yeah.
And like you said, yours is math and hers was that.
And that's just a rather simple, way of illustrating that there's more to it than a spectrum, because in the spectrum, she and I both be considered at the high end of the spectrum. But as far as when we get into the details beyond that, the details are different.
Exactly. Yeah. And so Heidi says, we have a hard time taking Joshua outside because of where we live, having problems with funding with a fence for him. So many people fly by, make us so nervous. When we so take him out, we have a backpack with a leash on him. Reminder, he's nonverbal, doesn't understand anything we say to him. He's a runner. And I can't see if that comment goes on, Nita.
Yeah, but
On
even
my
with
end.
I'm
what we were
sorry.
able
What
to
happened?
read.
Let me check.
There's a comment right here.
Yeah, I
There it
see
is.
it. Let me check
Okay.
the page here.
Even as much as
Okay.
we're able to read here, it's telling me he's nonverbal. He doesn't have the sense of danger, and he's a runner. And that, given the fact that he's a runner, he probably understands more of what's said to him than you think. But the runner part, I don't know if you can, instill a sense of danger in him, at least not at this age. Maybe as he grows up, he might be able to, but it sounds like right now, you pretty much gotta keep him under physical control, including put him on a leash if you have to.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
And
maybe
ABA is one of the things. ABA is one of the services that can help you with teaching him about street safety.
Yeah, I don't
And of
see it.
course, oh, okay.
I don't see it over here.
And of course, if you feel like he doesn't understand what you're saying to him, I would continue still speaking to him as if he does. I mean, not to say, oh, don't run in the street and then think that he's not going to, but to speak to him as if he does understand it, because that's how he will learn to understand it if he's going to eventually understand language.
Yeah, because a kid can be nonverbal and be unable to hear speech, but still be able to understand speech.
Yeah, receptive speech. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me put this. I'm putting this link in the chat. We'll still continue to talk, but if you'd like to come on up for our last few minutes, feel free.
All right, so Michelle, you must be going to the coastal part of the state then.
Oh, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, North Carolina for the beach. She's going for it. Okay, now I got it, Michelle.
Yeah, that's part of the state where Cindy and I work. Because when we lived in North Carolina, we were in Charlotte, so that's way west of there. And it's a 4-hour drive to the nearest beach from Charlotte, and nearest beach, actually, the 4-hour drive is in South Carolina, not North Carolina. It's even farther if you're going to a North Carolina beach.
Samoyas and lemon ups. We call those. Oh, okay. The lemon cookies. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Kate. I have an awesome IEP support team for my son. That's awesome. It's always good to make sure you have support all the way around, outside of the school, your own circle of support as well as the school. So that's awesome. When you feel good, when they make you feel comfortable and you can talk and communicate, then That's good. That's always a good thing. Oh, you threw your bag. Oh,
Best
I'm
situation for
sorry.
him.
Oh boy,
He did.
that's not good.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember you said that too, a swear jar. That
We
also
had that too when I was growing up,
every time you say something, put that in the
but I never had to put anything in it. Made sure I didn't use. And so basically, well, the way they dealt with my use of the coin word "boof" is that my mom said, "Okay, now that's going to be a 5-cent word from now on," and so I stopped using it.
getting too expensive.
Once it started costing money, right?
So Kizzy says, with me, it's the opposite. The school is giving me a hard time to put my son in the right class. He's in an ICT class, but needs to be in a 12-1-2 class. IEP team in his school have not been listening to me or the doctor that have given them reports from the testing that they have done. You may need a good advocate to work with
Hmm.
you. Yeah, that's what that sounds like. If they're not listening to you, um, you may need someone to go in on your behalf with you. So I would look into getting an advocate, and there are plenty by doing a search. I don't know where you're located, but yeah, you do. Some of the bigger organizations have advocates. I know here I always mention Autism Alliance of Michigan, or if you have, if you are in a regional center or county center, they have advocates because I know the center DeAndre goes to, they participate in the in his IEP. So if they're not listening to you, um, sometimes as parents, our voices may not be as strong as we want them to be. You may just need, that extra help, and it's okay. It's okay.
Hmm. Yep.
So,
The regional centers will do it here as well.
mm-hmm. Hey, Davis Party of
So
Five.
hopefully she can find someone.
Okay. So I put the link in. Anyone want to come up for our last couple minutes? And I want to remind everybody, I'm going to put out, we're going to do the same thing we did last year. If you want to participate in having your loved one photo on our main page, then I'll put the link out so you can send a photo for, we want to do photos for every day of the month next month. So I'll put that link out in the group as well as the main page. Okay. Otherwise, okay. Otherwise, health impaired. Okay.
Okay.
What was I looking at? Okay. It's a puzzle. Dinah said they removed the diagnosis of Asperger's because the services were not being provided. So changing it to on the
Mm.
spectrum allows the kids to get the service. That is what Nathaniel's
Mm.
first diagnosis was, and then changed to level 1 hyphen. Okay. So
Yeah.
that just helps them get more services.
Yeah, there were various factors involved, but a large part of it too is just the fact that Asperger's syndrome reflects the
Me too. I'd
um,
be lost.
the fact that at that time medical science hadn't quite connected all the dots.
Hey, Kenyana, I didn't know you were here. I'm having the same issues with
Hey,
my son
Kenyana.
school district. Okay, yeah, we mentioned you earlier about
Hmm.
Daniel's
About, yeah.
schooling and your
And I'm not
issues.
sure if you were only in, yeah, if you were only in Georgia or if you were in Florida at some point. Somebody was asking about services in Florida.
Yeah, I have behavioral health referral for both boys. Would they be able to tell me what level they are, or where, if they do if they do an assessment or
Diagnosis.
evaluation. But
Mhm.
I would where did they get diagnosed? You can always,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
yeah, wherever they got diagnosed from, you can always go back and ask them what level would they be considered. But yeah, unless they are if they're certified to do evaluations, they won't be able to tell you. New Bern area. Oh, North Carolina,
Oh
New
yeah,
Bern.
yeah, I know where that is. Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's
Georgia.
yeah, toward the coastal
I
part of
think
the
so.
state. Yeah, near the Pamlico Sound. Yeah.
Have a good one,
Have a
everybody.
good week, Michelle.
Victoria, Michelle. I live in Queens, New York. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking for an advocate now to help me with this because first they told me they wasn't going to change him because of COVID and everything else before it was give him some time to see how he does. Yep. Yep, definitely. Yep.
That's where my life started out. We lived in Queens when I was a baby in Jackson Heights, to be exact. Right, Georgia. That's where you are, Kenyana.
So the services there suck, I'm
Mhm.
assuming. And Stacy says Illinois is Masonic. Okay, everybody, I want to thank you all for tuning in. You guys over there too on TikTok. Thank you for tuning in. I was over here, but thank you guys for popping in. We'll see you guys same place, same time next week. And I will be putting out the link for the pictures because we want to do a photo of the beautiful ones for every day of Autism Awareness Month. So look out for that in the group as well as the main page. You too, Kizzy. Thank you for coming. And thank you, Mr. Charles. Any last words?
Have a great week, Kizzy. First of all, I'll say, and again, say, don't limit your child. Do the best you can, and don't beat yourself up over mistakes. You make a mistake, okay, don't beat yourself up over it. Just do the best you know how. That's all anyone can expect.
That's
And
all we can do
yeah,
is do our best.
you know. And again, you know your child best. You're the parent. You know your child better than anyone else. That's why I said the difference between a boy that you can instill a certain sense of danger in, and a boy, on the other hand, that at this point at least in life you can't, and so you're going to have to keep them on leash. You know, you know,
Mhm.
you
Yep.
know your child's limitations best.
Mhm. Schedule your self care.
Yeah.
Yep,
Uh,
definitely schedule your self
thank you.
care.
Thank you, Danielle.
Linda, any
And
last words? You're welcome, Alyssa.
no, just everybody have a great week, and hope to see everyone next week.
Yep, hope to see you guys. Look out for that link. And thank you. Thank you, you guys over here.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for popping in over here. See you guys later.
All right.
Everybody take care. Bye.
Take
Good
care. Bye.
night, everyone.